Hello and welcome to Patrick Henry High School, home of the Patrick Henry Rebels. This is Dylan Hutton along with Patrick Henry guard Dylan Coe, and we're out here as the Rebels are getting warmed up, the Lady Rebels that is, with their matchup against Chilhowie. So watching them warm up, I've got a special interview here with Dylan Coe, who in the last matchup with Chilhowie, you set a big record there for the Rebels. You hit 10 threes in one game. So here to talk to you about that, and since you're playing Chilhowie again, talk about what's going on as you get ready to face them here later on today.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing them. I always like playing against Chilhowie. We just got up and down game with them, and we had them there in the first quarter there, but just didn't pull it out in the end. It was a heartbreaker.
Yeah, the Rebels were up 15, around
it's
12
like
15 that. Right there in the first half, and just let them get back in it. Turnovers
killed us. It has all season.
Yeah, just taking good shots. So you were able to get open, sidestep a couple guys off some screens, and
yeah,
really hot.
I'm a pretty streaky shooter, I guess. So once I got on, I guess I stayed on. But there in the middle quarters, I didn't do as good as I should have. But first and fourth, I did all right.
Yeah, you were nailing them from outside. I mean, at Emory, there's two lines. There's a high school three-point line, and then there's the college three-point line. You were 4 feet behind the college three-point line.
I know. I may have to ask them to paint another three-point line on there.
Yeah, you'll be crazy shooting from the volleyball line out here. But yeah, he was on that night. We were proud of him for getting 10 points. 10 threes. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I love playing at the King Center. Always have during the Emory camp.
Is there anything different as far as just nothing different? You just like the atmosphere?
Yeah, I don't know why. I've always loved playing there.
So as you get ready for this matchup against Chilhowie, what are some things you're getting ready for as a team? What are some things you've worked on?
Well, we got to limit the turnovers, and our post, we need to have some post activity along with our three-point shot. We just can't rely on it all night. So I'd look for a good matchup in the post, hopefully.
Yeah, it's tough on the post down there with Derek Bourdouin.
Derek Bourdouin's a pretty good player, and so you got Bailey Robertson in there too. He had 30 last time and almost a quadruple-double. Yeah. So we got to look out for those two.
Yeah, if we can get a little bit better on the boards. Of course, we're young on the boards.
We're especially young. But so is Chilhowie, though.
Yeah, they've got some youth in there other than Bourdouin. Pretty young.
Other than Bourdouin and Bailey Robinson.
And another thing for us is we try to work the ball from outside in instead of inside out.
Yeah. If we could work the ball in the post and then maybe kick it out and do some more post entries back and forth, it could be a good game.
So how are you feeling going into this?
I'm excited. I love playing against old Coach Snodgrass, and it makes my day playing against him.
Yeah, should be a fun game, but we wish you the best of luck here.
All right, thank you, Dylan.
Yeah, thank you for coming up here in the booth. We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back to talk about this girls matchup. Hello, this is Dylan Hutton of the PH Sports Radio Network, and I have some huge news coming for the football fans of the district. Next football season, I'll be working with Hogahigi.com to bring the district its first ever live-streamed pregame show. During Hogahigi Game Day, we will talk about matchups, interview players and coaches, recap action from the previous week, and do special segments on the schools and towns of the Hogahigi district. This is something we are all excited about starting, and we would like to have some sponsors to help us out. If you would like to know more about this new show coming in the fall of 2014, email us at hogogameday@gmail.com. That is HOGO gameday@gmail.com, all lowercase. Also, like our new Facebook page by searching for Hogahigi Game Day at the top of your Facebook screen. Now enjoy the rest of tonight's broadcast. Hello and welcome back as we continue the pregame show. Now joining me in the booth is my color commentator for tonight, Adam Taylor. So Adam, nice having you back up here again.
Nice to be back.
We're going to have a physical game we're expecting here between the Chilhowie Warriors, who are 13-1 on the season. Their only loss coming in the Virginia High tip-off to Lebanon, 45-40. So
it's going to be a challenge for Patrick Henry to pull this win out. But if they play the way that I know they're able to, I think they can pull it out.
And the Rebels are very good at home here against Chilhowie. It's another thing. But Chilhowie comes into this thing 13-1. The Rebels come into this game 8-6. Chilhowie's averaging 63 points per game on offense. They're giving up 45 points per game on defense. They're led on offense by their point guard and shooting guard, Danielle Catchard, who's really good from anywhere. She's a good creator on offense. Let's not forget about Kenzie Sabo on the board, 6'2".
Yeah, you can't forget about her coming back from a performance the other night. 30 points and 20 rebounds in one game is impressive.
Yeah, that's pretty scary coming into this if you're the Rebels. You're going to have to box her out.
You're going to have to put 2 people on her, keep her away from the basket is your only chance to do anything.
And as for Patrick Henry, they're averaging 52 points per game on offense, and they're giving up 38 points per game. So the defensive numbers are right there for Patrick Henry. The thing about PH is they're going to have to stay out of foul trouble. We saw that last game. Sam McCauley got in foul trouble there.
Morgan
really
Yarber has a hard time keeping her fouls to a low number.
Very aggressive player.
Yeah.
Of course, she led the Hogahegan in steals last year, which is you got to take the good with bad there.
And while the record may not be as great as Tommy Thomas is used to, what you got to understand is they haven't lost these 6 games that they've lost by any more than 12 or so points.
Yeah, the Rebels have really had some tough losses, but they can all make this season right here with a win over Chilhowie.
At this point, I think this is really the only one they want anymore.
Oh, yeah, this is the big game. And as far as keys to the game for Chilhowie, they're going to look to push the tempo against PH. That lack of depth is going to be a big deal. They're going to control the boards. Sabo on the inside, she rips those boards down. They're going to get more possessions. That leaves more chances to score for Chilhowie. And they're going to press on defense and push the tempo to get some turnovers, get some easy points there against the Rebels. Now, as for Patrick Henry, they're going to try to slow this thing down, I believe, because they're not as talented on offense as they were last year. They're going to have to run efficient offensive sets, get the ball inside and create shots. And once they get that, they can get outside with Jade Miller, Sam McCauley, Emily Deskins, Lexi Hess. Anybody there on the outside can hit. They just need somebody to step up here tonight.
Yeah, they're both very young teams, so although Chilhowie will be losing their key player next year, which will hurt a lot.
Yeah, that's really going to hurt them. They're going to still have Sabo down there. That's going to be that's the big thing going into next season for Chilhowie. But the thing is, you got to worry about them both tonight, and we'll see how Coach Thomas attacks it.
Yeah, Patrick Henry's only losing 2 seniors, Tyree Wilmoth and Chris Ann Tipton. Tyree Wilmoth being one of your starting posts.
I think as far as being built for the future, I think Tommy Thomas has done a good job, and he's really done a great coaching job ever since Cadence left. Nobody thought that the Rebels would go to state tournament last year, and they did. And what he's done, he keeps losing players, but he keeps putting good records down. So
he knows how to work with what he's got.
And he definitely makes changes as far as offensively. He doesn't stick to it. And in the third key of the game for Patrick Henry is try to get Catron or Sabo in foul trouble early. I know that Catron, if she misses a couple of shots early, she gets a little bit irritated. She'll come up and try to try to get a steal it back, and she'll get called for a foul.
And the thing with Mackenzie Sabo is if you put a body on her, she will get an over-the-back foul. She has no choice.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest problem, though, is getting a body on her and getting good position.
If you can get Wilmoth, Yarber, or Carver on the baseline, let her drive in, I don't think Sabo's going to know. She's just going to have her hands up. They're going to call that every now
Whether
and
it's
then.
a foul or not, the size difference is so big that they're going to call a foul every time on Sabo if somebody just drives into her.
And I think if they get her in foul trouble, or Catron, for that matter, they really got a great chance of winning this thing. Because you got to think about Sabo down there on the inside. And if you get her in foul trouble, that takes away a big rebounder there for the Chilhowie. But the last meeting here between the Rebels and the Warriors came on December 16, 2013. A couple of weeks ago, Chilhowie won 68-48 at Chilhowie. Carikia Branch led the Warriors, scoring their first 5 points and finishing the night with 14, which is surprising because Carikia is more of a defensive player.
Yeah, I was at that game. She turned it up.
And Danielle Catron led the team with 16 points. Jade Miller was the highest scorer for the Rebels. She had 17. She was the highest scorer of the night.
But that game wasn't a blowout. The score got bad in the last 5 minutes. Patrick Henry kept up with them and ran with them the whole game.
And you look at what Chilhowie's done this season as far as the girls' team. They almost lost to Northwood down there in the hot box whenever they played them. Had a shot right there at the end, Northwood did, to win it and hit out of the back of the rim, or they would have won the thing. So it's been a very good year for Chilhowie, though. 13-1. They can just take care of business, finish it out, and get into the region play.
I think a win here tonight definitely solidifies their district championship. If you can say that again, that doesn't really exist anymore.
Yeah, well, it would have probably because they've beaten everybody at least once. But as everybody knows, the Hogahegi's pretty much obsolete. So
yeah, they're definitely the team to beat.
They're the team to beat in Southwest Virginia right now with the 2 girls they have. Another fun fact here for tonight's game is if the Warriors win, that would be the first time they've won here at Patrick Henry for the first time since January 6, 2009, when they beat the Rebels 40-39. So the Rebels have won the last 4 meetings here at home, and you got to think they want to keep that streak alive here tonight, and Coach Thomas really wants that too.
Yeah, being a Rebel, it's one thing to lose to Chilhowie, but especially losing to Chilhowie at home is a heartbreaker. It's such a strong rivalry.
Each team dominates at home. That seems to be the trend. So
Patrick Henry's looking to keep that up tonight.
And as we near tip-off here, we've got 2:38 till the starting lineups are announced. We're going to go off here in a few minutes and start our live first quarter broadcast. But as far as the Rebels are getting ready here, looks like we got a full house. Good turnout here for this big rivalry game here between Patrick Henry and Chilhowie.
Yeah, I say by the time the guys' game starts, this place will be packed. There won't be a seat left in the place.
Yeah, the way that guys' game was last time, we'll be broadcasting it as well, so make sure you tune in after that. We'll remind you, I'm sure. But we're definitely excited for this game. It's been one of the more physical games we've seen.
It's going to be a good one to watch.
Over the years, this has been a very physical game. There'll be a lot of loose balls on the floor, a lot of fouls, but hopefully the Rebels can stay out of trouble with that lack of depth. So we're going to go ahead and go off our first quarter, or our pregame show here, and go ahead and get ready to start our first period show. We're going to start our first period show here at 6:28. We'll be right back.